when we keep talking about salary, it's not that we all started out from somewhere. There is no point repeating the mistakes we have made. Hello? Because some people say, hey, forget it. Now because I don't make money, make I try my own first. Make I try my own first. Why must you suffer what we have suffered? If somebody has gone through a road and said that road is not good, though, he said, I'm not, I don't believe. Let me go and be sure. Why do you want to be sure with your life when you can be sure with other people's failure? Hello? Why? Experience is not the best teacher. The experiences of others are the best teachers. Vehicle is a means of transportation from your present financial position to your desired financial destination. In the physical, you have vehicles. You can decide to walk or trek, as we say in Nigeria. You can take a bike, you can use a car, you can take train, you can go use a boat, you can fly. But the vehicle matters a lot. Now, let's look at a few things about the vehicle. Your vehicle determines how fast you go. Your vehicle determines how fast you go. So there are vehicles you will use that will slow you down. So your heart may be fast, your desire may be fast, your expectations may be fast, but your vehicle is slow. Hello? Let me give you an example. We just got back from Rwanda. I traveled to Rwanda with 52 people. You know, mentorship, all these guys were there, and it was an amazing time. But one of the frustration of the journey was the fact that when we sit inside the bus and the driver is driving, they don't go beyond, is it 60? They said they don't go beyond 60 kilometers per hour. Imagine a Niger man, in the inside car, they do 60. When nobody said the engine spoil, correct car, everyone press this thing. But what they now made us to understand is that the governments are so structured their speed limits that if you are going to be a public drive a public transportation, you will have to take your car to a place where they will install something that when you go to, as you want to go beyond 60, the thing will bring your car back to 60. So they have put policies in place to put you at that 60. So now we will sit down there and our heart is faster than the car. Why is this guy pressing this like this? So we are faster, but the vehicle is slow. So you may have big dreams, but your vehicle is small. Your desire is, we go blow. But the vehicle you are using, no go blow. You no go blow. So if you are using the vehicle you use determines your speed. So you can be in a wrong vehicle and you have great passion, great dreams. You read all the book, go for all the seminar. By the time you return, the vehicle is slow. So it's not because of village people. No, it's vehicle people. It's not village people, it's vehicle people. So your vehicle is the problem. Your vehicle is the problem. So I always use this as an analogy, and I'm going to try and do that again now so that I can just give you a visual picture of how this works. So let me use, can 4 of you please come? The 4 of you, just come help me. So let's come up so that. So I need 1 person here, 1 person here, 1 person here, and the last person there. So now, create a little space. Okay. So now, let's see practical now. Now, we're going from Lagos to Abuja. So let's answer the question. This young man is driving or is trekking from Lagos to Abuja. As in, you know what trekking is? Using his Legacy Benz from Lagos to Abuja. This guy, like TMO said, he has a very special, the bike has engine. So he's doing poo. So he's using a Okada or he's using a bike. This guy, Range Rover, correct car. And this guy buys a ticket and flies to Abuja. So question, who will get to Abuja first? Who will get there last? Now, please, because it's a simple journey. Now, question. Let's start from the religious people, because religion is more dangerous than the devil. And religion has messed. So let's start. Is this guy more prayerful? He's very holy. There is no demon in his village. But why do you think that his village people stopping you when you are trekking? What has village people got to do with your trekking? This guy will arrive first. Why? Because he chose the right vehicle. So when we're talking of vehicles of wealth creation, let me just talk to you about 4 of them. I hope you are not in a hurry. I'll just, so thank God you can stand, exercise. Now, let me just take you through the journey briefly. Now, listen. There are many vehicles. You get it in the book. But I want to talk to you about 4. One that many people do that is wrong. And then 3 that I will advise you to explore. So now, let's start with this man. Trekking, paid employment is trekking to the wealthy place. Paid employment is trekking to the wealthy place. So now please listen. Let's go. So that once I'm through with you, I can release you. Listen. When we keep talking about salary, it's not that we all started out from somewhere. There is no point repeating the mistakes we have made. Hello? Because some people say, hey, forget it. Now because I don't make I try my own first. Why must you suffer what we have suffered? If somebody has gone through a road and said, that road is not good, though, he said, I don't believe. Let me go and be sure. Why do you want to be sure with your life when you can be sure with other people's failure? Hello? Why? Experience is not the best teacher. The experiences of others are the best teachers. Hello? Guys, say you are okay. If you are, maybe you will sit down, we'll bring you one by one. Because as I'm doing this, I'm like, these guys, thank God you are guys. So now listen. See, when you go to school and you do BSc, they tell you what obtains. And you believe the lecturers and you graduate and they certify you. So you're a BSc student, they give you an information and you collect it. By the time we are doing masters, we start questioning what obtains. In masters, they don't teach you anything, no. You know, say in primary school, you have teacher. By the time you get to university, you have lecturer. So the teacher moves to lecturer. By the time you get to masters, no teacher, no lecturer. We are all learning together, including the facilitator. So at that point, we are questioning everything. So they said this. Is it true? Is this still true? Do you believe? That's what we are doing in master's degree. We are questioning what obtained. By the time you now get to PhD, we create what you obtain. Hello? So there are things that we tell you is not wrong, but it's the information for your level. Because you cannot teach a student additional mathematics when he's in primary school. You will confuse him, you will make him to hate studies. So when they tell you experience is the best teacher, they didn't lie to you and it's not wrong. But as you now move on and say, it's the experience of others, not your own. Because somebody wants to suffer and say, hey, they say experience is the best teacher. Let me experience it so that we know. Why must it be your own experience? Hello? At a level, we tell you, a tree does not make a forest. A tree does not make a forest. We didn't lie. But at a level, you now realize that even though a tree does not make a forest, every forest begins with a tree. And you can be a pioneer even when nobody is in that realm. Are you getting that now? So you begin to understand different dimensions of the same thing. At one level, your parents will tell you, you're only child, be careful of all these men. But the same mother that is telling you that, so now say, when you now get married, make sure you don't deprive your husband. The same one say, but you say nobody should touch me. Say, no, you are now married. If you should do the touching now. Now, it's the same mother, but different information for different stages of your life. Are you getting what I'm saying now? So now listen. When you are a salary earner, you are trekking. You are trekking. Listen, salary is slavery. As a matter of fact, the word salary, the root word salary is the word wage. It's called wages. It's the price you pay for a slave. Go and do your research. Google it. Don't believe me. Hello? And then when slaves are being sold, they will measure them on a scale and put them there. This man is 350 pounds. He's very agile. He has muscle. He can row 2 acres. And then they will now begin to bid. So they measure him on a scale. And when you get a job, they put you on a salary scale. And they call you a civil. You are a servant. It's very clear. They put it there, but you still don't know. Civil servant. They told you are a servant. You are a slave. They didn't lie to you. It's you that lied to yourself. Because you keep thinking that the servant is not a servant. It's a civil one. It's a civilized servant. Hello? Nobody can pay you your true worth. So you don't want to start a company. You know the amazing thing? Some people are even working in a place where they have not paid them for the past 7 months. And they are still going. Hoping that very soon, when they pay everything together like this, grand go full. But tell the same person to start a business. Say, how do you want me to survive? How do you want me to survive? But you survive 7 months without income because in your brain told you they will soon pay. But now we tell you do entrepreneurship, and you know it's amazing. The man you are working for was younger than you when they started. You started a company with a man, only 2 of you were staff. 7 years later, there are 200 staff. Abba. And your salary has only increased by 10,000 per annum. No, think more. So every year they do salary increment, you come and give testimony. Annual increment, 10K. That's 800 naira per month. But you have moved from 10 to 20. So by the time you started at 60K, after 10 years, your salary will be 160 with 1 wife and 4 children. And common sense has not told you that something is wrong. Hello? Hello? So the day you start a job and you see a man in that office and he has been working for 17 years and he doesn't have a car and he's still complaining and you are resuming in that office, that man is a prophetic picture of your future. If he has been there for 17 years, he doesn't have a car, he has been there for 17 years, his shoe is out of order, his tie is the one they buy at 30 naira on the railway, and you are joining that office and he's telling you, this company good, or guy is very nice. He's bringing you to the next level of slavery. So, are we saying don't earn a salary? We are saying that should not be your bus stop. If you don't want to trek, change your vehicle. So when we say start your own business, it's not because we don't want you to walk. It's because we are trying to tell you this vehicle is slow. It's what? It's slow. Do you know how much Nigeria has in unpaid pension? Even in America, social security, there's no security in social security. People are having to go back to work in their 70s just to make ends meet. Because those that came up with pension and gratuity and all these things, they never expected you to be alive. Go and study the history of pension. How did they arrive at 60 years old at retirement, 65-year-old? It's because people were dying. He said, go study. It started in Germany. People were dying. People were not living up to 50 years old. So in the mind of the capitalists, they say, okay, let's set them up. Let's tell them if they work till 65 or 60, we'll give them pension. In their mind, they expected you to die before 50. But they did not know that science and nutrition will advance and help people to now live beyond 60. So by the time they were telling you will be retiring at 60 and 65 and there will be pension and gratuity and social security, they have eaten your money expecting you to die. When you refuse to die, bubble boss. So there is no enough money anywhere. All of you that are doing pension is a fraud. They're just deceiving you. Let me tell you something. Even the pension, let me help you now. Pension is a program you put together for confused people that cannot manage their resources so that they will not be a liability to you tomorrow. That's what pension is. So yeah, you must do pension. Because if you retire now, you become a nuisance. So that at least we'll collect your money and be paying you small till you die. Yes, in case you sit down there. Hello? So what do we call it? It's called trekking. So how many of you are trekking now? Now, am I saying go and resign tomorrow? No. No, we are going to tell you where to start. You can start as a realtor with Madiba Realtor. Hello, and start earning commission. We are launching 5 products. You'll be seeing that picture there. That's the exact picture. That's the design. Approval has been done for 9 apartments. It's on this street. That's one of the reasons why I brought the meeting here. I would have done the meeting in Keja or in a place where people can quickly find. But this place, now travel. Yes, you are relocating. So we relocated so that it's part of the plan so that you can come and see where the house is. It's right on the street here. This apartment, they are here so that that's why you see we are doing road, doing everything, preparing. If you sell one of those apartments and you get just 5% commission, you're already a millionaire. You know the amazing thing? My staff, some of them were earning 80,000 per month. And our marketers were collecting 800,000 commission in a month. And the accountant then was earning 165, and he was the one issuing the money. So you are earning 165 in a month. Somebody that is not working with you will come and say, hey, Motitale, so commission me, and you will pay the guy 800. And common sense did not tell you it's better to shift position.
Oh my God.
But because you are accountant. Problem started when I realized that I was the only marketer and sales was not moving. So I came to the office and I said, this year, operation, everybody a marketer. They started getting angry. How can pastor say all of us are marketer? I don't understand market. I don't do sales. I'm not a marketer. The accountant came to see me in my office. Say, I would like to see you, sir. He said, this new policy doesn't involve us too. I said, everybody, English, the most of me, so everybody a marketer. He said, but sir, really, some of us are professionals. According to our profession, I have to be focused. I say, where you will focus? Hello? So, as we are moving to 2022, you don't need to resign. Become a realtor today. That's the lowest entry point in real estate. You don't even need money. And before you know it, you are still earning your salary, but you're now collecting commission, using your network to increase your network. Thank you. So next, let me now show you 3 vehicles that can help your journey. 3 vehicles that can help your journey. Are you ready? So let's start with this one. Entrepreneurship. Somebody say entrepreneurship. It's simply providing solutions, offering value so that you can make money. So as an entrepreneur, you can be a businessman, you can be an investor, but the focus is that you are offering value. It's time to start your own business. Now, let's go again. Please, I want to break it down. When we say start your own business, it doesn't necessarily mean that you should all leave your career and go and start a company and say you have registered a company and doing business. No. Some of you, what you are doing is your rod. But like TMO told us this morning, is understanding who your rod should be serving and how you should be using the rod. So that instead of using the rod with ships, you'll be using it to part Red Sea. So everything you do, there is a business to every career. So you can be a medical doctor now. There is the medical profession and there is the medical business. Isn't it amazing that a medical doctor will go to school and get all the degrees and still be in a great degree of debt and be going on strike? Because they didn't put their name in ages, they didn't pay them, they didn't pay uniform salary, and everybody's on strike. But the Igbo boy, a maker that did not go to school, is in medical business. He imports the syringes, he imports the glove, he imports the cotton wool, he imports the medical supply. A maker is a billionaire. He has kusat. He's in the medical business. The medical doctor is a salary earner. He's trekking, yet he went to school for 26 years. Hello? So, even in that your career, even in that your profession, there is a business aspect. Because even in show business, there is business. Some do the show, and all we see is bling bling on Instagram and TikTok, and they are blinging and they are showing off, but they are celebrity beggars because they don't understand the business of the show. If you think that the musicians that you know are rich, go and find out what's happening to their managers. There are people that are packaging them, and they are the one making the money. Why do you think somebody will become so popular, they will make so much money like Mike Tyson and all these other guys, and later they say they went bankrupt? Bankrupt as how? What happened to all the money? Because they are the one doing the show. Somebody else is in charge of the business. Hello? So you need to become an entrepreneur. Start your own business. And it can be the business of your profession, the business side of your career. And it's just as simple as you finding a need to meet, finding a problem to solve, finding a question to answer. Because money flows in exchange for problem solved. Money flows in exchange for values. So instead of sitting down, start something. Start something. Money hides in people. Every time you see crowd, be thinking, what can I offer these people? What can I sell? Everybody should be selling something. I'm making money selling. Hello? Because some people are selling and they're not making money. So start your own business. Hello? Another vehicle. Why have you not started? You are afraid. What if it doesn't work? What if it works? Courage is not the absence of fear. It's moving on regardless of your fear. Do you know what? It's better to start early. You know the amazing thing? I've sat down with retirees, and some people are here that are elderly. When they now finally retire, you ask them, what do you want to do? Say, when I collect my money, I want to start business. After you are tired. No, see, so when they retire after that 35 years, they are now waiting for money to start business. But they have spent 35 years earning instead of learning. You don't work to earn, you work to learn. And the more you learn, the more you earn. So if you are planning to start the business after you retire, why not start now? Why not start now? So when many of us tell you our story, we'll tell you many of the businesses we have started that didn't succeed. But if you start early, if you start at 18, you fail at 21, you cry till 33 or 23, you start again. You fail at 25, you cry again for 2 years. At 27, you start again. By the time you fail and rise, by the third time, you will know how not to fail. Do you understand? So go and start. God bless you. You are going to be the last because it's elderly. So let's use you so that we will not have stories that touch, you know. So it's easy to preach now. People just see. So okay. Now, I want to talk about intellectual properties. Intellectual property. There are many vehicles, so I'm just choosing 3. Entrepreneurship, intellectual property, and then we'll wrap up with real estate. Now, what's intellectual property? Intellectual property is your own brainchild. Is your idea, is you printing your own money. You can print your money legally by coming up with your own product and your own service that is unique to you, and anybody that wants to use it must pay you. So I've written over 100 books. I have over 1,000 audio programs. Many of you have bought, many of you will still buy. The School of Money book you are buying, do you know when I wrote School of Money book? I wrote School of Money book in 2011, and I released it in 2012. And many of you have never heard of the book before, you are just hearing. But the book alone has already spent like 9 years. So imagine, I wrote a book called Pathway to Wealth. It was formerly How to Be a Millionaire. I wrote that book in 2006. It was released in 2007. They are still buying today. I became an author 32 years ago. The first set of books I wrote is Friends and Friendship and Power of Mercy. It's still there. People are still buying. So I labored once. But for that one labor, people will continue to pay. Hello? Are you getting what I'm saying now? The audio I'm telling you to buy now at 75% was produced years ago. We have sold millions. But you will still buy again. We'll still collect from the same audio. So intellectual property is coming. You see all this? Oh, I love Gucci. I love Louis Vuitton. Now person name. Oh. When will they buy Sade? When will somebody buy Shalewa? When will they buy Jide? You are priding yourself that you are carrying another person's label and you don't have a label. All the things you are calling designer is somebody else's brainchild. Why has your brain not given birth? And you are proud that you are using the latest iPhone. Something to your eye. You have not finished 12. They say 13 has come out. But because they know that you will want to reign, that's why you are buying Gary from China. When Gary in Nigeria is there, they are importing Gary and palm oil from China to your country, where you are the owner of the Gary. Wash your teeth with shako and salt. You say it's local. Now Oyibo has carried shako. Go online. They are now selling shako. The same shako, they are now manufactured it, and you are buying so that you can be reigning. You know, it's a special shako. It's not the one in Elisha. It's special shako, special bondage. Hello. So what's intellectual property? Come up with your own products. Come up with your own products. Sit down and think, what can I come up with? Imagine, water is free. You can produce your water. Water is water. No copyrights. Calendar is calendar. Diary is diary. Journal is journal. Hello, there are so many things existing that you can create your own and go into merchandising and go into all kinds of stuff. So come up with your own brainchild. Do you know you can go to China and what is already existing, you can start your own brand? If something is already existing and people are buying, just say, I want to start my own. This is the name. Hello? Somebody say intellectual property. Many years ago, a man wrote a song. They do that 6 times. You don't know because you are probably younger. That is the real man that sang it. His name is I.K. Dairo. He's an elderly man. In those down, not the other. It's like that. That's the way our parents used to dance it. But guess what? When the song tried to blow and nobody knew the song and the thing was not working, he applied the Isaac principle and began to redig the well of his father. So he now took the song and sang his own version. That's the one you know. That's your generation. He took his father's song, intellectual property, upgraded it to his own generation and started making money. If you try that, you'll be in jail by now. It's called copyright because it's not your intellectual property. All you know is generational curse. Where's the generational blessing that you can dig? Now, his name is Paul Play Dairo. Now, if Paul Play's son now wakes up tomorrow and wants to go into the music industry and is not making an headway, he too can redig the well of the father and bring it to his own generation. Oh, ma, you're gonna know. Hey, Olorun Agbaye. Olorun Agbaye. Let me tell you about Olorun Agbaye. Let me tell you how much is your rire. Buyaka. Hey. Same intellectual property. Generation after generation. Hello? So sit down now and think, what can I produce? What product, what service can I come up with? Do you know that you can create any design and put your label on it? Why have you not? For many years, in our family, every December, we have what we call the family meeting or family get-together. So everybody comes to my house for a week. We all spend the end of the year together. And one particular year, I sat down and I scanned everybody, and I suddenly realized that in that our family meeting, we had like 3 fashion designers. And all of them were trying to do check, fashion designer, 2,000 naira, 8,000 naira, whatever. So I told her, I said, why can't you people do your own products? Why can't you come up with, somebody can take a children label and start doing children clothes, children gown, you can and why can't 3 of you come together and do a fashion show? Instead of, it's not big people that do big things, it's people that have big dreams and big mind that do big things. Hello? Because many times what you are supposed to do, you refuse to do. So, thank you. Let's close. Real estate. So finally, you want to go to the wealthy place, the final vehicle I want to talk to you about is real estate. Real estate is a very, very powerful vehicle of wealth creation that also serves as a vehicle of wealth retention. So, think of it. Where you are sitting right now, we bought this land 70,000 naira per plot. The first 4 plots was 280,000 naira for the first 4 plots. And it took us almost a year between 1999 and year 2000 to pay the 280,000. 280,000 was like the world will come to an end. We struggled to pay. By the time we finished paying for the first 4 plots at 70,000, our capacity has increased. This place was a dunghill. We brought in tippers, and for a whole week, tippers were carrying dung. This was a heap of dung, this place. We were carrying dung away from it. It was a mountain. People gathered together and said, this guy is stupid. Who is advising him to enter inside this place? And after the dung was a water. In fact, this place, some people came here with a 7-foot rod. They put it inside and the rod disappeared. And they said, we don't know who is advising him. Does he know what it means to reclaim this kind of place? But when I came here, I saw possibilities. I saw that there is enough land to keep buying and keep buying and keep buying. So we bought the second 4 plots. The man said it's 100,000. After a while, we bought again. The last set of 4 plots we bought was bought at 250,000 naira in 2002. When we bought the first 4 plots at 70,000 naira, I announced to the church, I said, church, this is an opportunity to have a land. This land is genuine. We can have land here. All of you, that because by virtue of the church coming here, this place is going to blow. People will start coming here. That's why it will not be good for us to be spectators. I want you to go and buy all the adjoining land so that you too will have land here. After service one day, some people did not know that I was coming. They were talking about me. Say, our pastor, you shall come and like bury me. They were discussing me after service. They were insulting me, and they were members of the church. And I kept quiet. I didn't say anything because it's their level. Today, if you have 15 million, you can't see land here. The cheapest land you can get on this street now is 20 million. And that's inside. But when I had money, I bought my own. Hello? It is the one I bought that I did CFO that I'm now using to do the same apartment. The next thing they will say, hey, all this fast, where do they see money? You refuse to practice what I told you. I practice what I preach. Today I'm going to be putting 9 apartments on it, and you'll still be wondering, what are they doing? You want to become wealthy? Think of it. My parents were only able to build one house. Now listen. When my father and mother bought the land in the 80s, they had to do what they call ajo. You know what they call ajo? Contribution. So they will contribute. The one that my father will carry April, my mother will carry May. You know those kind of carry after carry, so that they can join it together. That's how they were doing the thing, little by little. While they were building that house, my father was a custom officer that worked in the Nigerian custom for about 36 years. By the time my father retired from custom, the money they gave him for 36 years of labor was not even compared to the appreciation of the one plot of land that he has. So the question is, was it not even better to have bought 6 plots and sit down without going to work? I've been waiting for the land to meet you. Today now, people come here, they say, 2 acres. How did these people get this land? Everybody you see here met us here. We were like a lone ranger in the village, in the forest. But today now, people are building everywhere. And now we're talking of 9 units of apartments. So you want to become wealthy? A city today was a village yesterday. A village today will be a city tomorrow. You don't wait to buy land. You buy land and wait. So whatever you can afford now, many of you are sitting down here right now, you can afford 300, 500, 1 million to buy a plot of land. As long as the land is genuine, buy, secure. It's called land banking. Guess what? Continue about your normal life. When you return in 5 years' time, when you return in 10 years' time, when you return in 15 years' time, you will be shocked that the 1 million that you put on ground was busy while you were also busy. You will return to a land of 15 million. And you will discover that even after you have labored all your life, you couldn't gather 1.5. But the land was able to gather more than you can gather. So, I'm closing today with the gospel of real estate. It's time to go into real estate and start your journey to the wealthy place. And we always tell people, anybody can play the real estate. But the easiest way to play in the real estate is to be a realtor. So that as a realtor, you can sell for other people, like TMO said, and be earning a commission. And from the commission you are earning, you gather the money to start buying your own or start investing into cash flow producing real estate. And from there, you begin to move. So, the vehicles of wealth creation are real. But it is now your responsibility to choose the right vehicle so that your journey can be faster. So that instead of trekking and waiting for 30 years, because you can actually get there, maybe by the time you start saving money regularly, maybe one day, just maybe at the age of around when you're doing your 70th birthday, you can just buy a brand new car. So you will still get there at 70, maybe at the age of 75, you can just build one small bungalow and people come and do housewarming. But what's the glory of a car you buy at 70 that people will advise you not to drive so that you will not die? No, think of it. Think of it. And then you want to become rich when the doctor will now tell you, don't eat sugar, don't eat salt, don't eat this, don't eat that. And you have money and you can't eat, don't eat egg, don't eat milk. Kill our veg. Thank you.
Thank you for watching this powerful teaching from Dr. Olumide Emmanuel. We pray this message has blessed your life, strengthened your faith, and drawn you closer to God. If you were impacted by this teaching, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Kingdom Ministry Gospel. Our mission is to help guide souls on the journey to salvation, spiritual growth, and a deeper relationship with Jesus Christ. Always remember, God loves you and His plans for your life are greater than you can imagine. Be sure to check out the next video where we go even deeper into another life-changing message from God's servants. Thank you for being part of this Kingdom family, and we'll see you in the next episode. God bless you.